Hey guys, welcome back to Arry The Stag. TR Tony here. Just been down to see Alan, and interestingly, whilst we were there looking at UNY 49M, which you know is being resprayed, he also shared with us a Series 3 E-Type, which has been imported from the US, and that he's actually building up from scratch, welding parts and so on. So guys, here it is. It's the Series 3 V12 Jaguar E-Type, known as the XKE over in the US. In fact, it came from Houston, Texas, in a container and arrived at Southampton docks at the end of February, owned by a guy called Alfred, and the car has only covered 49,000 miles from new with 2 previous owners and has been dry stored for some 37 years. Unfortunately, the building it was in developed a bit of a leak, and it has rusted in several non-typical places from the outside in, as you can see from the photos. And prior to the car coming to Alan, Alfred, who is the owner, took it all to bits. He took the engine, the gearbox and the rear diff assembly all out for an overhaul in a constructed garage he made himself. He used ice blasting as a system to get it down to bare metal, and he was looking for a good welder. Enter stage right, Alan the Welder. So let's have a quick look in the garage and see what he's doing. A project I think will likely follow over the next few months. Okay, so we're back at Alan's, and one of the projects he's got is an E-Type Jaguar. Over to you, Alan. What's
the Series 3 V12, 1973.
Yeah.
Came in from the States.
Yeah.
And it had possums living in it.
Possums?
Possum.
Yeah.
And possum, as I've discovered, possum's urine is highly corrosive.
Okay.
And it had rotted through so much.
Yeah.
And the inner sill was totally gone. The floor was gone.
Saloon or a status?
It's a convertible.
Convertible, yeah. I can see the top of the windscreen there. Yeah.
It was a mess. I mean, so far we're literally only on this bit.
On this bit, yeah.
New floor pans, obviously all new bulkhead panels.
Yeah.
He turned up yesterday.
Yeah.
And I've not got excited about panels before.
No.
This one.
So what's this?
This goes all the way through there for the axle mounts.
Okay, so and the independent axles, these aren't they?
RS,
yeah, that's right. So that's a.
He managed to get this for considerably less than it should have been.
Yeah.
And some places want £1,000 for this one panel.
Really? It's quite well fabricated.
It's incredibly well fabricated.
Yeah, look at it.
And it is made by Jaguar themselves.
Right, so it's an original kind of part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got to unpick part of the floor.
Yeah.
So that I can fit it properly.
And that goes up onto here, basically.
This will go up in there.
Yeah. Okay.
So it will replace all of this piece.
Yeah.
Because
I got you. Okay, from here on, all down here.
Because that bit goes under there.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was all rotted.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the panels for E-Types are available.
Yeah.
Which surprised me. But yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Oops. Right.
I'll use Alfred's got a lovely term for it. That the car is schizophrenic in the way that it's gone.
Yeah.
Because some parts are just totally gone.
Yeah.
And the bits that they're attached to are like brand new.
But I mean, they're worth it, aren't they, these cars? Because they are.
They are, and they aren't. I mean, the market for them is somewhat diminished. At the moment, classic cars aren't holding much.
They've slumped a bit, haven't I noticed?
Slumped
Stags dropped a little bit as well.
To the point, the other day I was looking on Marketplace.
Yeah.
And I almost went and bought a Mark 4 Escort.
Right, really? Yeah.
Because it's up for $2,500.
It's good money.
It's, a really nice looking car.
Yeah.
But I had to remind myself, I do still have my Trans 2000.
Yes.
When this was built, I don't know who was responsible for spot welds, but they should have been shot.
Just slovenly chucked together, or?
Well, let's put it this way. All of these holes.
Yeah, I saw those.
The spot welds.
Right.
Just holding that one piece of the floor.
From the factory days when this was built. So you've had to drill them all out.
On the floor, you've got a lip there,
Yeah.
which is also spot welded right the way along.
Yeah, okay.
And then someone had gone well and truly over the top, spot welded this end.
Yeah.
And that was all factory spot welds. From here back, because I was able to get to the other side, I've done I unpicked it from the inside.
From the inside.
And
so you're not seeing it this side.
The spot welds, I mean,
Amazing, isn't it?
It's incredible.
Must have been,
absolutely incredible.
must have been using up time before lunch or something. I thought he'd do a few more, probably, something like that.
Or an apprentice, you know. This is how you use the spot welder.
That's it, so he got well practiced.
And the nice thing is Elvis managed to get hold of the panels.
Yeah.
Because Martin Roby, you can actually still buy a brand spanking new body shell.
Yeah.
For about £60,000.
Right.
And then there's an extra 20 for the bonnet and everything else.
Yeah.
But you could, if you wanted, still build a brand new E-Type.
If you wanted, from scratch. Brilliant.
From scratch. Problem is a lot of the panels that are having to be replaced first are the ones that have been laid down first on the platform.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm having to slowly nibble away at it, one panel at a time.
Yeah.
And checking all of my measurements and everything so it doesn't distort.
Yeah, of course.
I welded in a big frame where the door was.
Yeah.
So that it can't fold.
So it can't, because it's going to be quite structurally
well, with everything
wobbly.
that I've cut out so far, that's all structure.
Yeah,
which is understandably why I'm doing one side at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the other day, if you'd come down the other week, I had a jack under there holding everything up so that I could get the floor pan in properly.
Right, got you.
Without anything sagging.
Got you, yeah.
And it's a challenge.
It is.
Any convertible is a challenge.
Yeah.
But there's no solid chassis to it.
No, absolutely.
And it is literally, every panel is essential.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you start unpicking them, you start thinking, oh.
Well, there we go. We look forward to seeing how that develops over the next few months, Alan. Okay, so we saw the before, we're seeing the during now. I'm really looking forward to seeing the after for Elford and seeing how the car progresses over coming months. And again, we'll drop down from Alan to see Alan from time to time to see how that is. So follow us for more. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you online on Arry The Stag very soon. Cheers for now. All the best. Bye.